Hey everybody, welcome back to Training Battles. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, we got this Gardevoir team. We're just gonna keep pressing on. Picked up 2 wins yesterday. Got to utilize Trick Room on Gardevoir too, which was really neat. See if we can get fortunate enough to nab 2 more wins today. 2 more wins will put us close to 1700, if not right at it. So let's shoot for that. And then, alright, so we find our first opponent, Sora, from the United States, rating of 1675, rocking a team of Charizard, Landorus, Tapu Lele, Melodic, P2, and Snorlax. Okay, so, a lot going on here. This is definitely feels like a Charizard lead, even though that could be Scarflando. We have to be careful of the Snorlax. Or like them getting their Snorlax set up, because that could become a major problem. You can also see them leading Lele, because it gives them terrain control and it blocks the fake out. So, given that, it's a bit of a tough call. I probably will have to lead. I probably will lead Incineroar here. I mean, I could lead Coco Gardevoir. That's honestly not terrible either. The only thing that worries me is a Scarf Landorus in that situation. So, given that, I'm gonna lead Coco and Incineroar. I want Snorlax in the back. And then I think Gardevoir. Yeah, let's try that. The reason I'm leading Incineroar, because I can intimidate a Landorus. So if I want to stay in an attack, I can. I can also, if he leads Snorlax or P2, I can knock off. You could also lead like something plus Porygon and like switch out Landorus or Snorlax while setting up the Belly Drum. But he leads Lele Landorus. Alright, so we'll find out if this thing is like if either of these are Scarf. That's one reason I do like to lead Coco and these sometimes is to kind of scout for that. And it should be, I'm expecting, alright, so no Scarf on either end. We see Landorus is faster than Lele. That's actually really interesting to note. So this is probably a bit of a slower Lele. Okay, so I can fake out Landorus here, and he can also switch it out. But I feel okay with that. So I'm gonna Volt Switch off the Tapu Lele. And yeah, I'm just gonna go for the fake out. And let's see what happens here. This feels pretty okay. Oh shoot. Yeah, actually something that would be really bad is like a ZLI switch. But he switches. That's fine. So I'm gonna get this switch out here. Probably go ahead and switch out into, let's see, attack, good. Lele just protects, alright. Well, I don't get the switch out, but that's fine. So I'm definitely gonna knock off the Lele slot, and I'm gonna Volt Switch. So, let's Volt Switch off Lele, and let's knock off Lele. Because I would expect him to bring in Snorlax and Trick Room. Or do I want to play it safe and Volt Switch off the P2? Let's do that. So the reason I'm thinking that, I'd hate to see him bring in Landorus, but honestly it wouldn't matter too much. And I'd rather get damage on the Lele now, if he doesn't switch out. So I'll double the Lele slot since it did just protect. And this, yeah, there's the switch. Let's see if this is Snorlax. Nope, it's Landorus. Alright. So yeah, see, and there's the thing. I should have went for the P2. I didn't really think he would want to go into that. We'll find out what item is on this Landorus here. And if he tries to set up Trick Room. It was Assault Vest, okay. He goes for Ice Beam. So I just took out some unnecessary damage there. And he freezes. Oh my gosh. Guys, it freezes, like, if there's one thing I hate when it comes to RNG that I will, like, complain about, it's freeze. All I had to do was Volt Switch. Oh man, I don't even know if it's worth keeping Coco around at this point. I'll try and Volt Switch. Gosh, that's so frustrating. I'm gonna Protect. I might just let him take out. I'm just gonna let him take out Coco here if I don't thaw out. Ah, that's so frustrating. It's alright. That's Pokemon, man. I gave him that switch. Oh, there's the Trick Room. Okay, that's really cool. So he's trying to go out into his Snorlax. I think I need to switch into my Snorlax. Question is, what's gonna U-turn? Or what's gonna go out into Snorlax? Man, hey, I might have to keep Coco around. And getting rid of Train will be good too. So if I go into I'm gonna go into my own Snorlax. What do I knock off here? I want to say Landorus. Oh, it's hard to say. I'm gonna knock off Landorus. Let's see if he switches. He goes for, tries to go out into. Yeah, okay. Please, if this is Snorlax, that'd be great. Okay, perfect. So we'll get rid of its Berry, which really hinders its ability to Belly Drum, whereas I can Belly Drum with my own Snorlax. So Frozen Coco in the back kind of sucks, but at least I can get rid of Train and maybe go for another Fake Out later. Unless he freezes here, which he might. Oh my gosh, no freaking way! Oh, you got to be kidding! Ugh. This is not my day, guys. I can Belly Drum, but he's gonna be fat because I'm not min speed Snorlax, and I know he's gonna Belly Drum. Unless I can stall Trick Room. Oh, you got to be okay. So we're gonna Belly Drum. I'm gonna go ahead and Thaw Out. I'm just gonna Flare Blitz. Yeah, I'll get a little bit of damage with Snorlax. So I'm gonna Belly Drum here. There's a switch. It should be Landorus. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch out Coco and protect Snorlax and hope he KOs Coco. That's what I really need him to do, so I can get a free switch back into Landorus. Then he's gonna want to switch in Lele to block the Fake Out. Most likely. Gosh, man, I can't believe that. He freezes 2 of my Pokemon. I'll thaw myself out with Flare Blitz, but it doesn't matter a whole lot because I really wanted to hit that knockoff. Alright, so get a little bit of damage here. So he's gonna go after my Snorlax. Most likely. I really need him to KO my Coco. Except then the Lele switches in and he attacks. So if that's the case, I think I switch into Gardevoir and I Psyshock the Snorlax. Or I double the Snorlax with Psyshock and attack. Because he probably attacks into Snorlax here. If he doesn't KO Coco, then I'd probably just lose. No, he goes for that, as expected. That's not gonna do anything. I think I can live a +5 return. Alright, so I'm gonna go for Frustration. I'm gonna switch out into Incineroar. Because I want the Intimidate. I think I can live a +5 return. If I remember the calc. It might be a roll, but I might be able to live it. So we're gonna chance it here, because that's what I have to do. I think I have to do that. And this is the last turn of Trick Room, and this Coco is still completely worthless. Gosh, those freezes, man. Although, honestly, if I got the Volt Switch off, he probably just freezes Snorlax on the switch in, so... Alright, let's hope we can live. So if I can get rid of Snorlax, I'll feel a little more comfortable, and maybe get a clutch. And if I can get, like, a clutch, No, I don't. So he's more offensive. Because if he didn't have a lot of investment, I probably would have lived. Alright, this game's over. Lele comes in. Most likely here. So I'll bring in Coco and just like see if I can thaw out by some miracle. Or you can bring in P2. Actually, bringing in P2 would be smarter. Because he can just reset a trigger. Yeah, so I couldn't live the +5 and... Man, that's so unfortunate. Because if I knocked out that berry, at least like Snorlax would be more manageable, but now this thing's gonna be impossible. Alright, I'll bring in Coco, and let's just see if I can thaw out. I'm gonna fake out Gigavolt Snorlax, and we're gonna take the L here after I don't thaw out. He may just have Protect. And... Actually... I'm gonna Flare Blitz. Maybe he tries switching Lele, because then that damage might do enough together. And he does have Protect, of course. Alright, so I'm gonna forfeit. I don't want to play this out anymore. Oh man, I'm just frozen. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little salty about that. Just a little salty, but you know, that's definitely Pokemon. It's like, it happens. You know, maybe the freeze didn't matter as much as I think, but freezing the Incineroar was really, really bad. But I mean, even freezing Coco, because I just lost a ton of damage output. So, good game to my opponent. So we'll take a pretty upsetting a really bad loss there. That sucked. Probably could have played it better somewhere around the road. Like going into Snorlax, that turn he set up Trick Room would have been really clutch. But yeah, you don't see Ice Beam Freeze 2 times in a row like that very often. So, but you know, in Pokemon you have to accept that kind of stuff happens. It's gonna happen. It's the game we choose to play, and you just kind of have to move on from it. I can't let it get to me. So, and I won't. But the Snorlax mirror match, it's so interesting because I am faster Snorlax, so I can outspeed other Snorlax. But bringing my own making Landorus may not have been a bad idea, just to weaken his Landorus, and I could threaten HP Ice. I was thinking how if I could have led better. Anyways, we find our next opponent from France, rating of 1503. What was that? Arvin Z VGC. And we see Tapu Bulu, Landorus, Charizard, Tyranitar, Aegislash, and a Melodic. So let's see. I fully expect Landorus and Aegislash. Could this be a Snorlax kind of game? You can't stop Fake Out. Trick Room doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, I do like Snorlax here. Alright, I'm gonna lead Gardevoir, Coco, and go Snorlax and Incineroar. I think I like how that looks. The Bulu is a little scary, but this is what Incineroar will be for. So let's go ahead and go with that. This is kind of like the standard 4 I know Adrian brought a lot. Lead Coco, Gardevoir, and then you have Snorlax and Incineroar in the back, and they can both kind of switch into a lot of attacks. Because the Snorlax is just general bulk, and Incineroar's typing, plus you have Intimidate. So if I could get Trick Room up and Snorlax set up, that would be kind of the nice end goal. So I want to make sure I'm preserving Gardevoir. Okay. And this way we also threaten a ton of damage. So Landorus Melodic's the lead. And I threatened it. Let's see if he Scarf Landers first. Yeah, that makes sense because obviously Coco's the big threat. So I'm inclined to protect Hyper Voice this turn. Do Trace competitive. That'd be nicer to get it before Intimidate, but I don't know if he actually goes for Earthquake. But I'm gonna Mega Evolve Hyper Voice. And do I want to switch out Coco? I could, but then because I think, well, he probably doesn't even Earthquake. He'd have to switch out. He might switch into Charizard and Earthquake, now I think about it. I'm leaning towards Protect this turn, and then maybe switch the next turn. I'll switch out. No, I can't switch out. I'll just Protect on Hyper Voice. Let's see what he does here, because I could, because I could just easily switch out Incineroar or just Gardevoir into Incineroar and Gigavolt, because I could live. Then I can live the Earthquake. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a Adrenaline Orb or something. But okay, he's Scarf Special, so that's good to know. Really, really good to know. And Special's definitely becoming more of the norm. Alright, so seeing that, I really want to switch out. I'm definitely going to want to switch out Coco, because that will take me out. But I will fire off another Hyper Voice. Alternatively, I could Trick Room. I kind of like that play instead. Especially because I have a -1 and then switch out into Snorlax. I'm going to go for that. He can't stop Trick Room. Yeah, he's going to switch that out. I'm okay with that. Good switch, because I did set up Trick Room. But I'm going to bring in Snorlax, and I'm going to Belly Drum this turn. He sets up Icy Wind. So Gardevoir should be slower than Aegislash now. Gosh, I hope he's not Haze Melodic. That would be really unfortunate. I kind of want to double Melodic here, and then Belly Drum next turn. With Psyshock plus a Frustration. So I'm kind of worried of like a random Haze. Because he's a little weak to Snorlax. I would think he has something for it, so I'm going to do that. Especially because I'm at -2. Gardevoir's faster. So I can trade Gardevoir for Melodic here. And then I won't fear... Please knock out. Alright, good. Because I won't be too afraid of... Oh, he's Toxic. That's really cool. Toxic's a pretty decent answer for Snorlax. Belly Drum, not as much as like Curse, but still, it will wear me down really fast. So that was a good Toxic on his part, but I wanted to cover a potential Haze there. I didn't want to Belly Drum and just use that. But now Incineroars can always switch in. So he brings in Charizard. I'm gonna go ahead and Psyshock Charizard. Question is, do I want to Belly Drum? I think so. I'm leaning towards it. Just afraid of maybe like doubling up Charizard. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. And I'm gonna Psyshock Charizard. I think Psyshock should, depending on how Charizard is built, Psyshock might 2-hit KO because it does it on the defensive side, and Charizard has a lot less defense than special defense. Oh, he's X. Oh, I wish I'd Hyper Voiced. I would, because yeah, because X has less special defense. Interesting. Oh, this is Wolf's team. Oh, I don't know how I didn't just like figure that out. This is totally Wolf Glick's team that he used to... Oh, I can't believe I just watched his video yesterday. Crap. Well, he only has Shadow Ball, so that's kind of good. So we'll get some damage there. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, at least he can't Will-O-Wisp Mr. Relax. You know, I watched this video yesterday and I'm like, I can't believe like I didn't see it when I was looking at the 6. Like, it's so obvious. Is he doubling Gardevoir? That'd be, I mean, that'd be nice, because then I can, yeah, then I get a free switch into my, oh, what's it called? Yeah, I get a free switch into Incineroar here. I have Coco Preserve. I gotta watch out for the Landis. Yeah, he's Scarf Special. Yeah, oh, I feel so dumb. Like, when I saw those 6, I should have immediately known. So he can't... So Aegislash can't actually touch Snorlax. His only attacking move is Shadow Ball. He also has Sub. The question is, does he go for it here? Thinking I'm not gonna attack him? That's what I'm interested. That's what I'm wondering. So I'm gonna knock off. I'm kind of playing risky here, and I'm gonna recycle. He might go for sub. I think he probably King Shields. Yeah, he does. So good. That's really good by him. But I'm gonna try and get in my Coco pretty soon here. He probably protects Charizard though. Yeah, he just double protects. So I was smart to recycle. I wanted to see if I could catch him, like, trying to be cheeky, thinking I wouldn't go after the Aegislash. But no, he makes the smart play. I think his next move here will probably be to... Yeah, his next play here will probably be to Toxic Incineroar. And I think this is the last turn of Trick Room. It is. So I'm going to go into Coco, and I'm going to attack the Charizard. That would bring in the Landorus, but then I can just protect and attack it. Okay, so let's do that. I'm glad I got that recycle off because that'll really help with the Toxic. So I'll attack this Charizard, and then he'll have Landorus as his last Pokemon, which shouldn't be able to do too much to Snorlax. He could easily switch Charizard out or Aegislash out. That'd be a fine play. Actually, Aegislash going out into Landorus would make a ton of sense. We'll see if that's what he's doing or not. I can't remember how fast his Wolf's Aegislash is. I think it had 100 speed, so he could be switching out still. No, he doesn't. He goes for double and he doesn't get it. So we get rid of the Charizard, so that's really nice. And now he has to lock himself into Earth Power. He goes for the sub. I really wish I had horsepower right now. So that time he did go for it, but here, yeah, I just easily, it's pretty easy here. I can just once I get rid of Landorus, then I should just be able to win. He can't touch Snorlax, but I can't touch it. But I won't need Snorlax at that point. All right, yeah. So all I really need to do here is protect and attack the Landorus because I know it can't protect since it's Scarf. What is his out? I don't think he has a way to deal with that, so I just protect and I Frustration Landorus. Yeah, and getting off that recycle is huge because then all that toxic damage did end up putting me in range of like an Earth Power or something. So I just protect and attack, get rid of this Landorus, and that should be game because then next turn I can break the sub. Yeah, I can break Aegislash's sub with Thunderbolt, and then I can Gigavolt it most likely. So he's going after. Looks like it looks like he's doubling Coco, which makes sense, but sweet. The second thing is like Snorlax is just dead weight, so I'm just gonna let it sit here and die to Toxic. Yeah, this turn I Volt Switch. He probably attacked with Aegislash, which is a good reason to Volt Switch, and I'll just attack into Aegislash here. Oh, he actually King Shields. That's even better because now I for sure can knock it off, get rid of its leftovers. He should have attacked there. Now, oh wait, no, that's not true because if I had switched, that would have been great. So maybe I'm wrong. Sorry, I wasn't thinking that through. So I'll Volt Switch, break the sub, Incineroar comes in. Yeah, that's fine. I need Snorlax off the field right now. Oh, great, and I'll go down next turn. Alright, so the play here is to Volt Switch, break the sub. He may go for a sub again. but then I can. We'll get to that, and then I'll just frustration, and then Snorlax goes down. So his play here is to substitute. I think it gives him the best chance to win. I'll bring in Incineroar. I have to be careful. I'll have to be really careful of hitting into King's Shield because that could hurt. But I do have Gigavolt Havoc, so if I can get him, at least get him into range for Gigavolt Havoc. He goes for Toxic, so he makes a really good play, knowing Incineroar's coming in there. And now he does have the option to King's Shield. And Snorlax is gonna go down. I'm trying to think if I want to double protect. I gotta play this. I gotta do this right. So we got some. There's definitely some mind games. Aegislash can win this just because of King Shield. I think I'm leaning towards double protect just to see what he does. And if he attacks, then I know he's gonna King Shield. All right. I'm gonna protect Incineroar. I'm gonna go for the Z move. If he King Shields, I at least get damage, and then I know I can double attack him. So I'm gonna protect Incineroar, because I don't want to hit into a potential King Shield. There it is. Alright. So we'll get Chip. I'll get some Chip damage with the Gigavolt. Besides, I think I'm running out of terrain. And then next turn, I can Thunderbolt plus Knockoff. And I think I can get him, at that point, I get him in range. And by getting rid of leftovers, he can't just keep sub-protecting, or sub-King Shielding. He'd knock himself, he'd run out of HP at that point. Alright, so we'll get a little bit of Chip. He could also go for sub. Actually, Substitute would be a really good play here, which is why Coco's not gonna... I won't protect with Coco for that reason. Especially considering he's faster. Yeah, this Aegislash is gonna be tough. Yeah, and I was running out of terrain there, so it might as well have burned the Z move. So I'm gonna knock off and Thunderbolt. I don't, because he might sub, thinking I might protect Coco or something. Can't let him do that. He subs, so. Gosh, this is gonna be tough. We're gonna be really tough. Because him being faster and having sub, because I was running a Cell Stealer like that had fast, had speed creeping Incineroar and had sub. Because I really just want to get rid of these leftovers. Question is, does he King Shield? I'm gonna go for it. And Thunderbolt. Let's see if he plays it safe and King Shields. Because last time I didn't attack him when he King Shielded. But I got some. Alright, perfect, so we got him. That should be game. I wasn't too worried if I got an attack drop, because I'd still have Coco around. And I'd just be able to take out. And I should be able to do enough damage at that point. And that doesn't even KO. And then Knockoff picks it up. Whew. Alright, so that was a pretty tough game. I can't believe I didn't realize that was Wolf's team. So good, so glad I protected Coco that turn. Oh man. Because if I had just been like, oh, this is Wolf's team from Charlotte, and I would have been like, oh, it's Special Lando, because I just watched that report yesterday. Oh my goodness. So, it took until the Charizard Mega Evolved. Oh, that's funny. Anyways, alright, well, so we go 1-1. The first loss was really, really hard on me, because that was just, I think we definitely could have won without either of those freezes. If he doesn't freeze Incineroar, I think we have a better chance. Like we have a decent chance, depending on how things play out, of course. But yeah, like I said, what you can do? It's Pokemon. And then in the second game, that was a game where Belly Drum Snorlax got to put in the work again, and especially getting up that Trick Room. So, alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed. I will have, so the double upload is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be pre-recording those today, and then uploading them tomorrow, since I won't be around tomorrow to record them. So So be on the lookout for those tomorrow. One in the afternoon, one in the evening is my plan. And hope you guys have a great day. All right, take care. See ya.